Jeff Bezos didn't get rich by selling books. That story sounds right, but it's wrong. The real reason is something most people completely missed, and once you see it, Amazon suddenly makes sense. It's 1994. Jeff Bezos is working at a hedge fund in New York. Good job, making good money. And he reads something that changes everything. Internet usage is growing 2,300% per year. Not 23%, 2,300%. Now, most people would read that and think, interesting, and move on with their day. Bezos did something different. He made a list, 20 products he could sell online. Books, music, software, office supplies, other stuff. And he asks himself one question. Which product has the most items to choose from? Books. There are 3 million books in print. Even the biggest bookstore has maybe 150,000 titles, and most bookstores have way less than that. Here's what he understood that nobody else did. The internet isn't just a new way to do the same thing, it's a different thing entirely. A physical bookstore is limited by walls, by rent, by geography. You can only stock what fits in your building. You can only serve people who drive to your location. An online bookstore has none of those limits. So he quits his job, packs up, drives across the country to Seattle with his wife, and starts typing code in a garage. Not because he loved books, because he understood the math. July 1995, Amazon goes live. First month, they ship books to all 50 states and 45 countries, from a garage. Think about what that means. A bookstore in Boston serves people in Boston. A bookstore in Seattle serves people in Seattle. But Amazon serves everyone with an internet connection and a credit card. Those first few months are chaos. Bezos and his small team are packing books on the floor, on their hands and knees, because they don't have packing tables yet. Orders are coming in faster than they can fill them. And Bezos realizes his knees hurt. So they buy packing tables. Sounds small, but that's how it works at the beginning. One problem at a time, one solution at a time. The difference is how fast you solve them. Now here's where it gets interesting. Most people would take that success and try to make it bigger. More books, better website, faster shipping. Bezos does something that makes no sense to anyone watching. He starts losing money on purpose. 1997, Amazon goes public. In his first letter to shareholders, he writes something nobody expected. He says, "We will make bold investment decisions. We will prioritize growth over profit. This might look irrational in the short term." And he means it. Amazon starts spending every dollar it makes on building warehouses, on technology, on lowering prices, on free shipping. Wall Street thinks he's insane. Because here's how traditional retail works. You negotiate with suppliers, get the best price you can, mark it up, sell it, keep the margin. That margin is your profit, and profit is how Wall Street judges you. Bezos looks at this and thinks, what if we give the margin to customers instead? Here's what they didn't understand. Bezos isn't building a bookstore. He's building something else entirely. Let me explain how this works. Most businesses operate on a simple idea. Buy something for $5, sell it for $10. Keep the $5. Use that $5 to grow. Amazon does the opposite. Buy something for $5, sell it for $6. Take that $1 and give it back to customers through lower prices or free shipping. Why would you do that? Because when you're the cheapest and the fastest, people stop looking anywhere else. And when people stop looking anywhere else, you get more customers. More customers means you can buy in bigger volume. Bigger volume means lower costs from suppliers. Lower costs means you can drop prices even more, which brings more customers. It's a loop. And once that loop starts spinning, it's almost impossible to stop. 1998, Amazon adds music and DVDs. 1999, toys and electronics and home goods. People start calling Amazon the everything store. But there's a problem. To sell everything, you need to buy everything. You need warehouse space, you need inventory, you need capital. And that's expensive. In 2000, they opened the platform to third-party sellers. That last one is brilliant. Instead of Amazon buying every product and storing it in warehouses, they let other people sell on their platform. Amazon takes a cut, but they don't take the risk. They don't pay for inventory, they don't handle returns. Other people do that part. Think about what this does. Overnight, Amazon goes from thousands of products to millions of products without buying a single item. And here's the thing nobody saw coming. Those third-party sellers need somewhere to store their products. So Amazon builds that. Fulfillment by Amazon. You send your stuff to Amazon's warehouse, they store it, pack it, ship it, handle customer service. You pay them a fee. Now Amazon isn't just a store, they're infrastructure. But they're still losing money, year after year. Investors are getting nervous. The media says Amazon is a bubble, that Bezos doesn't know what he's doing. 2001, the dot-com crash happens. Amazon's stock drops 95%. 95%. Bezos calls an all-hands meeting. People think he's going to announce layoffs, cutbacks, panic mode. Instead, he gets up and says, "I want to talk about what hasn't changed." He says, customers will always want lower prices. They'll always want faster delivery. They'll always want more selection. Those things don't change when the stock market crashes. So we keep building for that. And Bezos doesn't blink. He keeps building. Because here's what he knows that everyone else doesn't. The internet isn't going away. People aren't going to stop buying things online just because some tech stocks crashed. So while everyone else is panicking, Amazon keeps lowering prices, keeps improving delivery speed, keeps building warehouses, and slowly something starts to happen. Borders goes bankrupt, Circuit City goes bankrupt, Tower Records goes bankrupt, Toys R Us goes bankrupt. Not because they were badly run, because they were playing a different game. They optimized for profit per transaction. Amazon optimized for volume and speed. 2002, Amazon finally has its first profitable year. $3 million in profit. Tiny, but the machine is built. Now, most CEOs would take that moment to cash in, raise prices, slow down expansion, show Wall Street those profits. Bezos does the opposite again. He takes those profits and builds something that has nothing to do with selling stuff. Amazon Web Services. Here's how this happened. Amazon had built all this technology to run their own website, servers, storage, computing power, massive amounts of it. And they built it to handle Christmas. Christmas is when everyone shops, traffic spikes, orders spike. If your website crashes on Christmas, you lose millions. So Amazon built infrastructure that could handle the biggest shopping day of the year. But here's the thing. The other 364 days of the year, most of that capacity sits there doing nothing. And Bezos realizes something. Other companies need this too. So in 2006, Amazon starts renting out their technology infrastructure. You want to build a website or an app? You don't need to buy servers. You don't need a data center. You just rent computing power from Amazon. Pay for what you use. It starts small, but then something interesting happens. Startups start using it because it's cheap and you can start without any upfront costs. Netflix uses it, Airbnb uses it, Spotify uses it, and today, AWS makes more profit than all of Amazon's retail business combined.
Let that sink in for a second. The bookstore that sold things at no profit built a technology company that makes tens of billions in profit every year. This is the part people miss. Amazon Retail trains customers, builds the flywheel, creates the ecosystem, but AWS funds everything. It's the profit engine that lets Amazon keep prices low everywhere else. But we're not done, because around the same time, Amazon starts building something else, Amazon Prime. 2005, they launch a subscription, $79 a year for unlimited free 2-day shipping. Wall Street thinks this is stupid. Amazon is already spending billions on fast shipping. Now they're going to give it away? But here's what Bezos understands. When someone pays $79 up front, they're not a customer anymore. They're a member. And members behave differently than customers. If you're a regular shopper, you compare prices, you check other websites, you think about whether you really need that thing. If you're a Prime member, you already paid for shipping, so you might as well use it. It changes the psychology completely. And once someone becomes a Prime member, they start shopping on Amazon first, not last.
They don't compare prices as much because the shipping is free and it arrives in 2 days. Today, there are over 200 million Prime members worldwide. That's 200 million people paying Amazon every year just for the privilege of shopping there. Now think about what that means. Before you sell a single product, you already have billions of dollars in subscription revenue. That money funds everything else: faster shipping, lower prices, more warehouses, better technology. And here's the really clever part. Prime isn't just shipping anymore. It's video streaming, music streaming, photo storage, grocery delivery, prescription drugs. Every new service makes Prime more valuable, and every new service makes it harder to leave. 2007, Amazon does something else unexpected. They release the Kindle, an e-reader for books. Now, this seems weird, right? Amazon's whole business is shipping physical products to your door. Why would they create a device that eliminates shipping? Because Bezos understands something about the book business. The product isn't the paper. The product is the words. And if people start reading digitally, they need somewhere to buy digital books. Amazon wants to be that place. The Kindle sells out in 5.5 hours. But here's what's really happening. Every Kindle sold is another person locked into Amazon's ecosystem. You buy books from Amazon, you read them on Amazon's device, you store them in Amazon's cloud. Same strategy, different product. This is called a flywheel. Lower prices bring more customers. More customers attract more third-party sellers. More sellers mean more selection. More selection brings more customers, and around it goes. By 2018, Amazon is worth $1 trillion. Now, here's what most people get wrong about this story. They think Bezos succeeded because he was smart or lucky or ruthless. That's not it. He succeeded because he was willing to look stupid for a very long time. Think about it. For years, Amazon lost money while everyone else made money. For years, Wall Street said he was wrong. For years, the media wrote articles about how Amazon was overvalued, how the business model didn't make sense, how it would all come crashing down. And he just kept building. Because he wasn't optimizing for what made sense today, he was optimizing for what would be inevitable tomorrow. Here's the uncomfortable part. The system Bezos built is almost impossible to compete with now. If you want to compete with Amazon on price, you need volume. But you can't get volume without low prices. If you want to compete on speed, you need warehouses everywhere. But warehouses cost billions of dollars. If you want to compete on selection, you need third-party sellers. But sellers go where the customers are, and the customers are on Amazon. It's a fortress, built one irrational decision at a time. 2017, Amazon buys Whole Foods for $13 billion. Suddenly, they have physical stores in wealthy neighborhoods across America.
And they start doing something interesting. They lower prices immediately. Whole Foods was known for being expensive. People called it whole paycheck. Amazon drops prices on bananas, eggs, salmon, ground beef, the basics. Why? Because now Prime members can get grocery delivery in 2 hours, another reason not to leave the ecosystem. Now, I'm not saying any of this is good or bad. Amazon has made life more convenient for millions of people, and it's destroyed entire industries. Both things are true. But here's what's interesting to think about. Bezos didn't win because he played the game better than everyone else. He won because he played a different game entirely. While everyone else was optimizing for quarterly profits, he was optimizing for a decade from now. While everyone else was trying to beat their competitors, he was building a system where competition didn't matter. And the thing is, you could see it coming. It wasn't a secret. Every shareholder letter, Bezos explained exactly what he was doing and why. But most people didn't believe him, because what he was doing looked wrong. It looked like he was wasting money. It looked like he didn't care about profits. It looked like he was building things that had nothing to do with each other. But they were all connected. Every piece reinforced every other piece. Retail brings customers. Customers attract sellers. Sellers create selection. Selection brings more customers. Prime locks in customers. AWS funds the whole operation. Kindle and Alexa create more entry points into the ecosystem. It's not a company, it's a system. And maybe that's the real lesson here. The biggest opportunities don't look like opportunities. They look like mistakes. From a garage in Seattle to a trillion-dollar empire, not because of one brilliant idea, but because of one simple decision repeated over and over. Build for the long term, even when it makes no sense right now. That's the system.